Welcome to the Bridge Church Midweek podcast. We exist to connect people with others and God. We hope this week's episode helps you do just that. Enjoy.
All right, I am here with Jason and Kendall. Suhr, how are you guys?
Doing great.
Fantastic.
Good to see you guys over Zoom.
Yep.
So I wanted to have you guys on the podcast because you are going to be relaunching a group that is actually a freedom group. In the beginning of 2021, Pastor Todd rolled out our theme for the year, which is Pursue, as well as our new mission statement, which is we want to see people know God, find freedom, connect with others, and make a difference. And part of that find freedom piece is this new thing called freedom groups, which is places for people to settle their yesterdays and find freedom for tomorrow or find victory for tomorrow. And so that might mean celebrate recovery, but it also might mean freedom from debt and having financial freedom in order to be good stewards with what God gives us. And that's something that you guys have been really passionate about. And so before we get into the group that you're going to be leading, would you just introduce yourselves, tell us about your family, how did you find Bridge Church, how long you've been coming? Take it away.
Yeah, awesome. So Jason and Kendall Suhr, we've been married for 13 years. We have two daughters. They are 9 and 11. And we've been attending Bridge since summer of 2018. So just coming up on 3 years here. And we're members of CrossFit Waukesha. And through that membership is how we just heard about Bridge Church and started attending. And it's really changed our family just from the get-go. And it's been a really cool 3 years, just growing in faith, getting to know God as a family with our children. So that's how we found Bridge.
That's awesome. We love having you guys at the church, and your kids are wonderful. So tell me about this group that you're going to be leading. What's it called? What's it all about?
Well, this will be our third time running it. Yeah. We found Dave Ramsey a few years ago, and it was kind of funny at the time that we had found him. We're like, that's a great idea. It'd be awesome to get out of debt, but we're doing fine. We don't actually need this right now. And then about 3 years ago, I had a expected, unexpected, lost my job, and we were down in income, and we're like, holy smokes. We're okay today, but within a couple of missed paychecks, we're going to be in some trouble. We need to make sure that we have a plan for what we're supposed to be doing here. So we got on board. We got, as Dave Ramsey says, gazelle intense on what we were doing, having a plan for our money, what we were spending it on, what we were not going to be spending it on. And, we ran through that year. I found a new job. Things were great. Legitimately, 365 days later, I lost that job. But, the second time around, it's like, you know what? This isn't a good thing. But knowing where we're at, we were in a much better place to kind of get through something that could have been a very, very nasty time for us losing a job again. But we knew where we were, and it made it a lot better. And, we were able to get through that time period without it being such a negative thing in our lives.
Yeah. Wow. And what I think is so neat about it is when we started on it with focus and with intensity is shortly after we started attending Bridge. So that was in 2018 as well. And this program is all centered around how to use God's resources and what God says about how to use money and how to manage money, because it's not ours. We are just stewards of His gifts. And it's been really neat too, through this path to watch, it hasn't been just a Jason and Kendall project. Our kids have gotten involved as well. We talk about the Dave Ramsey plan at our table. We talk about it in the car. They know the baby steps possibly better than we do. They can raffle it off to anyone. Cool. It's really changed our family tree.
So tell me, I got a couple questions. I would love, you guys posted on Facebook, I mean, it must have been a year ago now, some like really exciting news related to your group with this. So would you share about that? And then I have a few more questions.
Yeah. April of last year,
Okay.
we became debt free except for our house, which is what they call. So there's the baby steps. That's what we walk through in our in this group over the course of 9 weeks. And the second step is getting debt free except for your house. And it's it's a huge accomplishment to just, other than what you pay monthly for wherever you live, not have any bills that are debts to anyone else. So
credit card, car payments, just knowing that the money that you make after you give your portion to God is wherever you want it to go. Yep. It's such a weight off your shoulders to
and
to have that every week.
And we paid off over $120,000 in debt.
Wow. Through job changes and everything. That's amazing. Good for you guys. Yeah. Congratulations. That's super cool. So now this is a bridge group. A lot of our bridge groups kind of function like classes. We qualify them as bridge groups, and this is a freedom group. Tell me, so I know the content is really good. The stuff you guys study, obviously it works when you apply scriptural principles to your life and to your finances. But tell me about, what role does the group itself play? How does that help it not just being you guys in your living room applying principles from a book to your lives, but doing these principles with other people? What role does the group play in the whole process?
Yeah.
Really the group, what's awesome about it is that it's for everybody, for single people, married people, at any stage of your life, any income in your life. Yeah. This group is for you. Kendall and I are blessed that we are both bought into it together. There's a lot of people that, one spouse will be into it and the other one won't, and they'll be kind of battling for it. But we've been able to buy into it together with the group. No matter if you're single or doing it on your own, you have somebody that you can talk to, bounce questions off, always be there for. And it's been great. Some of the people that that have gone through the class the last couple of years, we still stay in touch. How are you doing? The one guy told me the other week, he's like, hey, what's awesome? In spring of this year, we're going to be completely debt free since we started that class with you guys a year ago. So it's just great to hear the success stories and be able to, celebrate together with the group. Where we're at.
And it's been fun. Obviously, they reach back out to us, but it's been neat to watch the people within the group continue to root each other on. And we've had people come back, maybe they missed a class the last time, they'll pop in, and it's just kind of building this network of people who are all in each other's corner. Let's talk about it, because it's a topic that I don't feel like our culture is open to talk about, and it's hidden. And so it's nice to have at least someone who can support you and knows where you're coming from.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. And, at first glance, money seems like like you said, it can be uncomfortable to talk about. At first glance, it can seem not very spiritual. But the truth is that God has called us to not be in debt to anything, whether that be in debt to another person or in debt to some company or whatever. He's called the Christian life. The essence of the Christian life is watermarked by freedom. And that's freedom in every part of our lives. And so this is deeply spiritual. This is deeply wise. And I'm so excited that you guys are leading this group. So tell me about when it starts, where people are meeting, and how do they find out more about it? And I can help with some of that as well.
Awesome. Yeah, we are starting it. It's going to be on Tuesdays at 6:30, and we're starting it February 16th, and it will run for 9 weeks.
Okay. Fantastic. And that will be at the Waukesha campus, and so people can park where they park. Now, this is hosted at the Waukesha campus for facility purposes, but this is available to everybody from all three of our campuses. So whether you attend Waukesha, the Oconomowoc campus, or our online campus, if you feel comfortable coming on out to a physical location, that will start, you said February 16th?
Correct.
At the Waukesha campus.
And we've actually had quite a few people come that weren't even part of Bridge that have heard about it, either found it online or seen our posts. So people that aren't even part of Bridge have joined us in the past as well.
Well, that's another thing that I love about it, is that can and will help people that call Bridge Church home, but it's also a community outreach. And this is part of who the church is called to be, reaching far outside of the four walls of our church to help people in any way that we can. So thank you guys so much for what you're doing. Any closing thoughts?
No, we're just excited to help people live like no one else now so that they can live and give and be generous in the future. So that's the whole of this.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for giving me part of your morning, and I'm excited for the future of this Financial Peace University Freedom Group.
Thank you.
All right,
thanks, Al.
Yeah, have a good day.